When the message popped up, I was slicing strawberries for my daughter's lunchbox. "Don't come to the wedding," my mom wrote. "You and your kids just make things awkward." My sister reacted with a laughing emoji. Of course she did. I stared at the screen for a long time, then typed, "Then you won't need my card for the venue." Send. The group chat exploded with laughter. My mom, my sister, her fiancé, all of them tossing emojis like confetti. None of them had a clue what that message really meant. None of them knew what I'd already set in motion. It had started 2 months earlier, the night my sister called me crying. "He proposed." She squealed, her voice shaking with excitement. I congratulated her, even sent flowers. I was honestly happy, at least until I saw the ring. It was identical to mine. Same gold band, same little inscription inside always. My ex-husband had designed that ring for me. And there he was, standing behind her in the photo she posted. Same grin, same tie I bought him last Christmas. The caption read, "He found his forever." That's when something inside me went completely still. People think revenge comes from anger. It doesn't. It comes from silence. From noticing every detail, every weakness, every blind spot they think protects them. They thought I'd fall apart, that I'd fade into the background. But they underestimated the one thing I still had access. I wasn't just the awkward daughter. I was the one who handled everything when my parents fought. Who filed my mom's taxes, fixed her accounts, helped my sister clean up her credit. I had passwords, documents, leverage. While they laughed about family drama, I was quietly planning a different kind of guest list. The first move was small. I called the venue and said I'd be covering the final payment. Just needed to update the card. I transferred the deposit from their joint account, not mine. They didn't even notice. Then I called the caterer. "We're switching to a family-style setup," I said. "Budget's a little tight." I canceled half the order and asked them to refund the balance to the original payer's card. Their account again. Every little change looked harmless. Every refund, every withdrawal, every adjustment went right back into one place, theirs. By the time the final bill came due, the account was bone dry. 2 weeks before the wedding, my mom called. Her voice was dripping with fake sweetness. "Honey, we think it's best if you don't come," she said. "You and the kids just bring up old memories. Your sister needs a fresh start." I almost laughed. A fresh start with the man who used to sleep beside me. I kept my tone calm. "Of course, Mom. I understand." She sounded relieved. "You're so mature about this." Mature, sure. Or maybe just patient, calculated, dangerous on the wedding morning. I still dressed my kids in their Sunday best, not to attend, just to watch. We parked across the street, blending in with vendors unloading their gear. From the car, I watched the chaos unfold like music. No flowers, no caterers, no DJ. The venue manager was pacing, yelling into her phone. My mom in a pale lavender dress, clutching her pearls. My sister, red-faced in her gown, mascara streaking down her cheeks. And him, my ex, trying to calm her, jaw tight, voice cracking. Then a police car pulled up. That was my favorite part. When you drain a joint account without permission, the bank flags it as possible fraud. And when the wedding vendors report unpaid bills, it doesn't take long for everything to point right back at them. Not me, them. The next day, the family group chat was dead quiet. Not a single word. Then finally, my mom broke the silence. "Why would you do this?" She wrote. I typed back slowly. "Do what?" My sister called, I let it ring. Then she texted, "You ruined everything." I stared at her words for a while, then replied, "No. I just gave everything back to where it came from." It's strange. The calm that follows destruction. It's not happiness. It's not pride. It's just quiet, the kind of stillness after a storm. When you can finally hear yourself breathe again. People say forgiveness sets you free. Maybe that's true. But so does taking back what's yours. They told me not to come to the wedding. I didn't. But they'll never forget that day. Every time they look at each other, they'll wonder who planned it better, her wedding or my revenge. And honestly, that's what I call poetic symmetry.